Someone give me another question.
What's your favourite cheese?
So, one of the questions which could potentially be valuable for your audience is where you see yourself in 5 years, but that comes in two parts, in where you see yourself personally, but also where you see Brunton.
Myself first, where I see myself in 5 years, very similar to where I am now, but actually getting even further away from camera operation, and some of the time probably not even being on set specifically. The growth step, and this links into a little bit where I feel Brunton Media is going to be as well, so this might be a combined answer, but the main thing is going to be trying to bring in people who are specialists in sound, specialists in lighting, specialist camera operators, people who are specialistly tailored to that ideal client. So whatever that client needs specifically. So if it's we need a specific lighting setup, okay, we'll bring in the people to help us do that. If we need a specific camera and someone who's very, very good at using that specific camera, then we'll bring someone in who's very specific at that camera. Another world could be, there's two logistical challenges that are happening sometimes at the moment where we have two shoot opportunities where we could add value to a client by creating content for them, but they're happening at the same time. Now, how matter good I am at trying to organise both, I have to only be on one set because I can't be in two places at once. So where the company is really going to grow to is hopefully having someone, maybe someone on the team at the moment, may not be someone on the team at the moment, that comes in to do a similar role to me when it comes to directing and producing on those sets, and then being able to run two productions simultaneously whilst I'm also on set doing a similar thing. Or if you're really looking further afield, depending on how much really look at growing and we really look to expand in that period of time, it also might be that I'm actually there doing sales in the office and liaising with potential new clients about other shoots, and actually I just send the teams out to then create the content, so then we can come back and we can review them in-house. But that will be something which will only happen as long as I can guarantee the same level of quality is going to be created from those teams, specifically as if I was on set, and the clients themselves are actually going to feel as comfortable as if I was on set as well. Because that's what I feel one of our ISPs or unique selling points really is as a company, is we help people who aren't used to being sat in front of a camera talking to their audience actually feel comfortable in what they're talking about and how they're coming across and what they're coming across in that topic of that video.
And so you've spoken a little bit about how, you're going to see your own progression, but the progression of the company specifically, if you were to sum that up in maybe 3 or 4 sentences, where would you say it's going to be?
The simple answer is going to be, hopefully, the growth will continue to happen, and the growth will continue to be the case where we can bring on more people, we can get large cameras, large crews, do larger projects, but also then that comes with larger premises. That comes with everything else that would be alongside the necessary activities which would require a larger scale production. So it could be something as simple as we bring editors on set to start the edit there and then, for example. That could be something that we look at. It could be that we have more editors in-house that are solely just looking at our internal content, for example, which means that takes the worry and the stress about internal content editing away from me. Because at the moment, right now, I do the majority of the client editing that is required, and also the majority of Brunton Media's internal content outside of the podcast, really, at the moment. As we grow, and as the cash flow that I can use increases, and as our cash reserves and our brand and our quality of what we do increases, the natural progression on that is going to be outsourcing or getting other people to help on that production process for our own internal content, but also eventually also into client content as well.